Hey guys, welcome back. We are here again, and this is Gunpla TV episode 263, the big 6-3.
I was afraid you were going to stop and make me see the episode name. I'm glad you didn't because I didn't.
I'm glad I remembered.
Since I'm on Toy Tengoku now, I keep getting the numbers mixed up.
You're in 2 shows now. You're going to be really famous.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, so yeah, we're back again, and we had a new release come in this week, and I was looking forward to this one. It's the new RE kit, and this is the Guncannon Detector.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've done an RE100.
Yeah, well, the last one we did was, I think it was called the Hama, that big green one. And
How could I forget?
Because that was the one I just couldn't get to stand. It's like really tall, the top is so heavy, but then those legs are really skinny.
Was that like July, August? I think that was in the summer.
That might have been in the summer, so yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
The last half of last year just flew by so fast because it was just like one release after another, PG and then Master Grade and then
yeah,
it was busy.
It was, but we're always excited to see these bigger, cool kits.
Right, and this guy looks nice and big, and he looks cool. I was actually, because when I saw the image of this on the site, I was thinking, maybe that looks a rather large kit. Maybe it'll come in one of those larger sized boxes like the Hama did. But no, this one came in. I was surprised. It's a standard, normal size kind of box.
Well, I'm glad because it's easier for shipping, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That is indeed true.
And who do we have here?
All right, so yes, indeed, today we don't have a Gundam kit to look at, but another kit that I was looking forward to for a long time.
We set it up in between us because
it's a bit hard to see
right?
if it's right in front of us, just because it's so like thin. This is just all like legs basically. It's just like one big spider type thing, and this is the Hidestorm from that new Kotobukiya series, Hexastorm.
Hexa Gear.
Hexa Gear.
He had Hidestorm in his head.
Hidestorm, Hexa Gear.
Anyways, yes, from Hexa Gear. Hexa Gear has been out, I think, since last spring, yeah?
Right. When it first came out, we covered... I did one of the kits from the show, like right when it first came out. That was also last year, so... And that one, this Hexa Gear has those little, like, governor type things that you can put on here to ride, but this one doesn't have, like, that real evident place that you'd be able to stick a gun.
Oh, no cockpit or anything.
Right, so it's interesting. It's a bit different style. So hey, shall we take a look at it?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Okay. So here we are. It is the Hidestorm, and I do hope with it being kind of more focused up here that you can actually see it, even though my shirt is a dark color and that this kit is also kind of a dark color.
I can definitely see the green.
Oh, that's good.
Against your shirt.
Let me see if I can just kind of hold it up here a little bit. See, also that way you guys can see the front here. So on this Hidestorm, yes, he's kind of like a big spidery scorpion-looking monster bug thing, and he has 8 arms, although only 6 of them are actually kind of attached on the side. The other 2 down here at the bottom, now they kind of plug into the back here too. So it's a spider has 8 arms, but since these are plugged into the back, it's not like really technically a spider, I guess, if you want to think about it that way. But yeah, he's got many arms, and when I was putting this guy together, you have to do the same thing like 8 different times. But that's kind of, it was cool. Actually, I thought this kit came in like a normal Master Grade size box. I thought, maybe this thing's going to be a bit difficult to put together. But I knocked it out in one night, maybe 3 hours total, just to put it together. And the one thing about this kit was most of the plastic on this kit is made out of ABS plastic. So that ABS plastic, especially this Kotobukiya ABS plastic, it just feels a bit more toy-like, I guess is a good word to say it. Like Gundam is made out of polystyrene, and that's like just a more model feel. But ABS plastic always gives me like the toy feel, because I think most toys are made out of ABS because it's more sturdy to play with as a kid. So
now for you, does that make it harder to cut out or easier?
Well, typically when I do a Gundam kit, what I do when I cut the part off is I will cut it like a millimeter or so above the part, and then I'll go back and cut off that extra part. But for this ABS especially the Kotobukiya kits, I tend not to care about that, and I just cut it directly on the runner, just directly off the runner. But really, with the ABS plastic, I don't really get like big score marks that like stand out, even though I'm cutting it directly off the runner. So that also is kind of what helps me save time, because I don't have to go back and cut like parts twice, basically. So that helps, and really it doesn't stand out at all when you do it that way. At least as far as this kit goes. But he is really cool. The clear parts, you do have to be careful when you are cutting the clear parts, because if you've worked with clear parts before, you know that if you cut them a bit too close with the nipper, they have a tendency to maybe crack.
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful with the clear parts. So all the clear parts, I still cut them a bit off the runner and then went back and trimmed them a bit closer, just because I'm always afraid that I'm going to crack the clear parts. But you do end up with a number of clear parts that you have to cut off for this kit, because on his arm, each of the blade parts are clear, and the top of his head is a clear part, and the front of these arms are also a clear part. That is something to watch out for. Let me show you the back of this guy. So you can see how those arms are connected there on the back. They just kind of slide over. The ones on the side are connected more just like a single, like peg type system. But for the back, it's not a peg system. It has like a slider, and there's like a slot on the back here that you have to just kind of get in there and then slot it down onto. So the back ones, I guess it holds okay once you get it slotted down all the way. But these arms are actually, one thing that I felt was nice too is they're not like super loose. As you can see, just by me being here holding this kit, the arms aren't like falling down, and they're moving nowhere basically. I can hold this kit anywhere, and I could shake it, and these arms are nice and sturdy. Because I know Kotobukiya has had a little bit of trouble with some parts just like falling all over the place, especially with my maybe older Zoid kits, but that just isn't the case here with this kit. Once it's put together, it feels really solid, and there are a lot of joints in this kit, so that's kind of impressive when you consider the amount of joints that this thing actually does have. So let's take a look at the joints that this thing does have. So you have one joint here that will be able to bend the arm this way, and then you have also a joint here that can bend the arm there. So it's kind of like a double joint in a way here at the top where it connects. So then also this part here, this has another joint. So there's like this small part, you have ways that you can bend it like that, and then there's a joint here, and then there's another joint here, because this is, whoops, let me get that on camera. So this is like just the ball joint that holds on the gun. So these arms, even though they do kind of they're pretty sturdy as far as holding the parts, they do have a lot of joints. So you will be able to flex them around and get a really good pose on this thing if you want to try to go crazy and try to do something different. Let's try that, shall we, Lindsay? Let's try to do at least one kind of crazy pose. Let me pop off this guy here.
Yeah, so Todd and I were talking, and we noticed that you don't really have to replace many parts with this. It's all just about how you want to pose them.
Right. You just have a lot of different options. I'm just going to leave that part off. A lot of different options as far as posing. Actually, before I get into the posing, let me talk about this little guy that I just popped off here. So you have this little, what would you call it? He's like a little mini walker guy. It's kind of little cool looking thing. Now I have these feet on here, which are just like closed feet for when he's on the spider position. But they also give you tiny little open feet. So if you want, you can connect the open feet onto this little.
That's really interesting. It's like
here. Oops,
a little bird
in the camera there. But yeah, so then he should be able to like stand on his own once you get these feet on there. So
looks like an emu.
A little emu. He's kind of cool. He's kind of interesting looking. I think this part is supposed to pull off, maybe. Yeah, I think this is supposed to pull off. There you go. So yeah, that's supposed to pull off so that he looks like that. Up, and of course, Once I pull something off, something else falls off. Do I have those feet? The feet might be backwards, but that's okay.
I think they are.
No, don't mind. Don't mind at all. Alright, so let's take a look at the big spider guy, and let me try to do something. I saw there was kind of one crazy looking pose that they had in here that made it look really spiderish. So, because I've been commenting how I think this is really spider looking, I just want to try this out. And basically, all I'm doing is I'm just flipping these arms upside down so that the weapon, or the blades are pointing up. And let's see if I can get this working. Alright, so maybe if you could turn that camera down a bit. Let's see if I can make him look a bit more spiderish. What do you think, Lindsay? How's that looking?
Like a squid.
Like a squid. Squid is kind of delicious.
I would argue with you on that.
Well, you don't like the squid?
Oh no, I don't like eating the brains.
No taco for you? Yeah, here.
Taco is octopus.
Oh, okay, squid, Ika.
Ika.
Ika. So here we go. Let me try to turn these things around. Yeah, Ika is kind of interesting. They got Ika fries here. So you got potato fries in America, or you can get Ika fries here. There you go. Octopus. He's an octopus man. There you go. So that's kind of something different that you could do with it, isn't it?
I think if maybe you flipped it over, it would remind me more of a spider. But
Oh, you wanna try
look
going
like
that
a
way?
dead spider right now.
A dead spider?
With a spider on his back. So no, don't turn the arms around. Just flip him over.
Just completely figure it over?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. There you go. So yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun to play with.
Yeah, so I mean, there's just so many possibilities. Todd's just playing around. He doesn't really have anything in mind.
Yeah. How do you like that? It's kind of cool.
See, that looks more like a spider to me, except, the head is...
Right. I think when you have it in this pose...
Can you rotate the head up, actually? Or is it just...
No, the head is fixed.
Oh, okay, it's fixed.
So I can't... Well, actually, there's a joint here.
Oh, there you go.
Ta-da.
There, now it looks much more like...
Much more like...
Well, now it kind of reminds me of the
These
droid from a sci-fi movie.
That's kind of cool. Although I have to say, these blades actually are meant to turn up, probably.
Oh, okay.
So that would probably maybe give you a bit more stability. Because I was noticing, well, once it's standing on the point of those blades, it's not really doing so good of a job holding itself up. But... yeah, I think in this pose also, since it's Hexa Gear, you could maybe get a governor. One of those little governor figures, and you could put it on the back.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Oh, that fell off. But yeah, it's kind of cool. There's just a lot of different options that you can play with this thing. And it is surprisingly sturdy for the amount of joints and flexibility that this thing has. Let's see what else. So yeah, you can... Whoops. You can
do whatever you want.
Right. It's not Gunpla's freedom, it's Hexa Gear can be freedom too. Look at that. So yeah, the little side guns on the front side of his head, these things also can rotate around, so more posability. It's really cool, isn't it?
It is. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too. Alright.
I say that right when...
Ah!
I was just going to say I say that right when a part falls off, and then it did.
Yeah, with that, maybe I should stop with this review then, I think. Maybe.
Okay. So that was the Hidestorm.
Yeah.
And I am once again impressed by Kotobukiya kits.
Right, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, you can see why I've been looking forward to this thing.
Yeah. I still think it looks like a scorpion myself. Just, I don't know, maybe it's because of all of the stingers kind of it has. I mean, of course, a scorpion has a tail and that's
right.
it.
Well,
But
I was thinking spider because you can.
Oh, yeah.
Scorpion kind of has like that longish body to it too with the tail and stuff.
It does, but I don't know. Anyways,
it's like
very
mix,
cool.
A mix of different insects, I guess you could say.
It's unique.
It is unique, and it's going to look cool and give me nightmares sitting on my shelf at home for many years to come.
on that note, let's look at some comments. Okay, the first one comes from Jackie28C, who has a question that I think we've all been thinking about. What are your thoughts on the new Gundam series, which is
what series
Gundam,
is that?
Gundam Build Divers.
Build Fighters. It's Build Fighters Divers.
It's in the Fighters universe,
right.
But the name is Build Divers this time.
Right. So, but it's not taking. It doesn't contain any of the original characters from the original Build Fighters or Build Fighters Try, and it looks like this is kind of. Is it in the future? Like after the original series, if it's the same universe?
You know, all I know so far is like the kits themselves, because you know we were looking up information for all of the individual kits. Of course, I was happy to see Haro.
Haro's cool.
And we've got him in 4 different colors. Haro. All
right, so I got some information packet from Bandai about the Build Fighters Diver, and actually it does. There you go. You guys can see a close up. Woo! So yeah, if you open this on up, it mentions like some of the information about the characters, about the anime and stuff. This is basically everything on here is what they've released online also. So you guys have probably already seen this. But yeah, there was a bunch of new Gundam kits that went up on our site.
Yes. So Bandai had a big live stream. I watched it. And basically, the kits went up as soon as the live stream ended. Well, not as soon as, but like an hour or 2 later. So they basically just introduced a series, because we didn't know like what was coming. We just knew there was a live stream with something new. So I was very excited that it was a full anime and not just a web series.
Right, I was kind of afraid. Well, they had those web series before. Maybe this is just another web series thing. But no. It's like going to be a full season anime, so...
Yeah, so we've got a ton of new kits for all of the characters' Gunpla, basically. And then Haro, which apparently in this one is going to be like the character's avatar kind of thing.
Yeah, that was kind of cool to see these Haro plastic models come out, because, I mean, Haro has never really had his own... I mean, they've had Bandai toy items for Haro, but they've never had like an actual model kit. And looking, like if you look on the inside of these, like in the pictures that I think the pictures on our site also show this. Like we did the Doraemon recently, and like on the outside it's a really cute Doraemon, but like on the inside it has like the mechanical skeleton type thing.
Am I allowed to show this?
I think so. I mean, these are just the images that are up on our site.
Anyways, so it's just got the inner workings.
Right, and that's kind of cool. But it looks like it's going to be small, like the size maybe of like...
makes me think of Pucci guys.
Right, it is Pucci guy, and there was an image I saw where you can connect the base for these Haros together with Pucci guy base. Mm-hmm. Like it still has that same connection.
They have that puzzle piece looking base that's similar to the Petit guys.
So that's kind of cool. And something else really that I was kind of excited to see about this new series coming out is, before previous Build Fighters series and Build Fighters Try, there were no mecha suits from Gundam Age.
Yes.
And there was nothing from Reconquista and G. But in this new series, 2 of the main suits are from those series. So we have a variation of the Age 2 mobile suit, and then we also have the Grimoire. Somebody else is piloting the Grimoire, so there's a variation of the Grimoire as well.
And it's really cool looking. A lot of people have been saying it looks kind of like the Scope Dog.
Oh, okay.
And I agree. Cool. The coloring and the shape kind of remind me of that too. But yeah, so lots of new stuff.
Right. I really like the Age 2 mobile suit, so I was kind of excited to see a new variation of the Age 2. So we might be seeing more variations of Age 2. I wonder, like the original series, like they started off with like I don't remember now. They started off with like one mobile suit, and then they upgraded it over. So like you had the Build Fighters, the Gundam you got like a tri-burning.
Right.
So they just kind of upgraded. So are we going to see like upgraded forms of these mobile suits?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what they do with all the series, you know? Like, think about Iron-Blooded Orphans. We saw several variations of the main mobile suit.
But you never know. They might just switch to completely different suits, too.
They could.
Because this is a whole new thing, so...
And I'm sure you're excited because it's Build Fighters.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hope this new series is pretty good, too. So I also like this other one.
They said it's kind of based on a penguin.
Penguin.
I kind of see the penguin. The Momo couple.
The Momo couple. You can see it here at the top. That's kind of cool looking. Looks cute.
Yeah, and we've got new petite guys as well.
Right, and another new Gundam base. That's kind of based...
Yeah, that's kind of special for this series.
It's special for this series, but it has the same arm as the Action Base 5, I think it was. The smaller of those. So it's got the newer arm with like the thing in the middle that you can't lose ever. Or it will never work after that.
The little ladder.
The little ladder thing. So that's kind of cool to see.
All right. Well, anyways, you can check all those kits out on our site.
Yeah.
But before that, I've got one more question. So, Cajun Rig, Kajnrig, Cajun Rig.
Huh.
Anyways, said, what are the chances of Todd looking at the upcoming 1/72nd scale VF4 by Wave? Or maybe even one of the scale model guys look at it on the show if they have the time. Or some of the Macross stuff from Hasegawa would be great too. Anyways, always fun stuff. Keep it up.
Yeah, so 1/72nd VF4 by Wave. I wonder, is that a kit that could be assembled without glue or paint?
Yeah, Todd only has a week or less to work on these.
Anything I build for the show, I have to put it together in basically a week. I only have a week. So anything that requires paint or glue, I just kind of don't really have the time to maybe get one of those built. Plus, another thing also is we can't export the glue.
Yes.
So I can't, like, say I use this glue, but, where did you get that glue? Well, sorry, I can't sell that to you. Just because of those import and custom regulations. Same with the paint. So the paints and the glues that I would be using to build all of my kits, it would be really hard to recommend that
items,
stuff for you. So I just try to keep it to stuff that we are able to ship overseas and also something that I can build within a week.
But, I mean, we would like to look at those as well. It's just, we don't always have the time.
Yeah, you never know too. So, who knows in the future? Who knows what the future will bring?
Who knows? Anyways, how about our winner?
That's right. We do have a winner. Who wants? All right. So this week's lucky winner is going to go to comment number 55, and that is SugarBro94. That's a good name. I really love the posters you guys have. Where'd you get those? So yeah, we've got these posters from... These come from Bandai, really. They're just like marketing and advertising.
Oh, this one's from Kotobukiya.
Yeah, this one's from Kotobukiya, I guess. But yeah, most of the ones we have are just Gundam posters. We only get like maybe one or two.
Yeah, these are like what you see in stores as well.
Right.
So, it's like we get a shipment of the kits and they give us a poster,
They give us a
too.
poster. So, yeah, we take
So,
that
unfortunately,
poster
they
and
are
hang it
not for sale.
They are not for sale indeed, but they are pretty cool.
I enjoy them.
Right. Pretty nifty. Okay, so we're going to have a new giveaway, aren't we?
Of course.
You have the certificate, I think. You got to show the money! 2,000 yen.
So if you too would like to win 2,000 yen bonus store credit usable on HLJ.com, all you gotta do is find us on HobbyLink TV on episode
263.
Yeah, that one. And leave us a comment. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
Yes, please do subscribe so you can always catch us with our latest episodes of not only Gunpla TV, but
Toy Tengoku.
Tengoku as well. And the special episodes where we get to drink delicious soda.
That was really good. I really enjoyed the peach
Did you enjoy
cola.
that? I did too. I didn't get to see anybody else's reactions because I did it by myself. But I mean, I like Dr. Pepper, so I always like those fruity sodas, and that was delicious. If you guys want, then buy a bottle and include it with your next Gunpla shipment.
Yeah. Anyways, so we are brought to you by HLJ.com, HobbyLink Japan, and you can also find us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and links to all of those are on our homepage, HLJ.com.
That was beautiful.
Don't patronize me, Todd.
That was good.
It's been, how many months? I think I finally got it down.
Okay, maybe one of these months I'll finally get it all down.
Anyways, I look forward to seeing the Guncannon Detector next week.
And I look forward to building it.
Anyways.
So that's it, kind of. That's going to do it for us this week. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And we do hope you all have a great Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's coming up very soon.
Coming up. So have a good Valentine's Day, everybody.
I might have some chocolate for Todd, too.
Oh, Gundam makes good Valentine's presents for the girlfriends.
I'll keep that in mind for the other way around too. I'm sure Todd's just saying, "I want Gundam kits."
In Japan, Valentine's Day is the guy doesn't give the girl anything.
Yeah, you have to do it on White Day.
That's White Day. So... That's a month later. So.
Anyways, so we'll see you next time.
Yep. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.